Welcome back to Waxing On Friday. Wrapping up the week with what I thought was a very special find. An album by a great musician, a great rock star before she became that icon, Janis Joplin. Now, I became aware of Janis Joplin probably in the early 70s when I picked up a copy of the album Cheap Thrills by Big Brother and the Holding Company. And I mean, I was blown away. That one contained her big hit, Piece of My Heart. But I mean, to hear her play on that album, it was just amazing. I went back, sought out some other Big Brother and the Holding Companies. I bought some of her solo albums. But there's an album that there was rumors about, you never really saw it. Now with the streaming networks, everything's getting rediscovered, reposted. And today we're looking at the legendary typewriter tape. 1964. About 4 or 5 years, probably about 5 years before Cheap Thrills came out. So well before that really broke. But I mean, so much was going on in San Francisco around this time. We had the Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane, Big Brother and the Holding Company, Sly and the Family Stone, Santana. Everything was going on in San Francisco. It was really the heart of music at that time in that period. This is from a tape from 25th of June 1964, sorry. And it involves Janis Joplin and Jorma Haukonen. Now, Jorma had been a guitar player, was later going to be the guitar player with Jefferson Airplane. But the two of them were doing some work in around some of the clubs. And this was well before either one of them had kind of found that other niche. And basically, it is a traditional blues album. Janis singing, Jorma on guitar, and it's just acoustic blues. There was a rehearsal he had at his house. They just put on the tape to tape what they were doing, see how it turned out, and this is what resulted. One reason it's called typewriter tape is you can hear his wife typing in the background on some of the things when they're going on. So it was just going on in their, in their house at the time. So it wasn't a recording studio. It wasn't meant to be a released album, just an impromptu thing. But boy, there's some nice performances there. Let's just take a look at the songs we've got on here. Sorry. We got a couple of vocals that aren't songs, they were just talking. The one is Are They Taping, and another one a little later on is How About This, of them just talking while in between takes. But we got Trouble in Mind, The Long Black Train, Kansas City Blues, Hesitation Blues, the classic Nobody Knows You When You're Down and Out, and Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. I'm just going to read you a little bit about how this developed, and this is just something I found on the internet I'm going to share with you. It says, Jorma Haukonen, later the Jefferson Airplane and Hot Tuna, met singer Janis Joplin at a hootenanny in San Jose, California in the fall of '62. Over the following years, Janis would call on him to accompany her at gigs. As they continued to play together in the Bay Area, changed musically and developing into the legendary San Francisco scene, which both Janis and Jorma were going to be an integral part of. During the rehearsal for a show in North Beach, Jorma started his reel-to-reel machine to capture what they were working on. For decades, this recording has been the stuff of legends, with inferior multi-generational transfers made their way through collector circles. Now, for the very first time, it's officially available, with the blessing of the Joplin estate and of Jorma himself. The legendary typewriter tapes. Hey, it's online. You can get copies. Amazon has it for sale. Streaming networks have it. No excuse not to check it out. But I mean, if you're a blues fan, if you're a Joplin fan, if you're an Airplane fan, it's a great album. And again, it couldn't be more honest, more bare bones. Just the two of them sitting in a room, her singing, him playing, and recording some classic acoustic blues. Well worth checking out. Something to kick off your weekend with. You never go wrong with Janis anytime, but this is a look at Janis before everything exploded and she became the superstar. And there's some nice performances on here. So that's it, the typewriter tapes. Everybody have a great weekend. Take care. Stay safe. We'll see you on Monday.